America stays in America. Okay? The reason for that is OPEC is illegal. OPEC, if they were over in this country over here, they'd be in jail. But it's our oil. It's our oil. All they do is pump it out of the ground. When we put our oil on the open market, our government is a member of OPEC.
That's fine. Thank you. We'll give you 3 minutes to answer both the question on immigration and cap and trade. We've got to wrap it up. This will be our final question from all the candidates.
Okay. Immigration. This is a nation founded in liberty. Liberty means everybody is equal before the law based on their behavior. You can't have one set of laws for people born in this country and another set of laws for people who just happen to cross the border because they know the law. So to deal with it, we need a step-by-step, common sense approach. 1, close the borders. It'll take time to build a fence, but we have plenty of National Guards and reserve troops that can be down here. The debacle that happened in Arizona where that farmer and his dog were shot, that should never happen again. 2, any illegal who commits another crime while they're here should be deported. They shouldn't live in American jails at the expense of American taxpayers. So there's not reasons for them to come. I have 2 kids in college. One's in Virginia. I don't get in-state tuition rates. Why should it be illegal? That's wrong. So we need to remove the incentives to bring them across the border. Then we need to look at the population that's here, finding out who they are, where they are, and then how to deal with them. But in no case should illegal behavior be rewarded with citizenship. I agree with Joe. Global warming is hoax. To pass legislation based on something that everybody knows is false should be criminal. It's a tactic designed to gain control of an entire new segment of the American economy by making carbon into money. This is not about environmental policy. This is about controlling your behavior. Absolutely not. It's in the wrong direction. We need to be freeing America's energy industry, not strangling it. We need to allow all of our industries to grow. This is one more attempt by Washington to use a bogus environmental claim to gain control of your lives and your pocketbooks, and it needs to be stopped. No exceptions and no compromise.
3 minutes to cover immigration and cap and trade.
Just very quickly, since I guess this is the last question, we're wrapping things up, I just want to tell you again how grateful I am to see everybody here. Let me just tell you, if the other side in this debate, however you choose to define it, decided to have a meeting tonight and bring out all the people who are all in favor of serial bailouts and massive spending and stimulus and a healthcare takeover, cap and trade and card checking, they wanted to have a party, I think they could have it in the phone booth. So, I'm very encouraged by what I see here tonight. On immigration, I think the first and foremost thing that we've got to keep in mind is we are a nation that is based on the rule of law, and we have to continue to be. And so we cannot grant amnesty to people who have broken the law. We've got to get control of our border because obviously this has been an ongoing problem for a long period of time, and we need to do that. But I also think at the same time that we want to remember that, well, we're all the children of immigrants. I am the grandson of immigrants, and there are people around the world today who want desperately to come to America only because they want to live the dream. They want to have the life that we have for their kids, and they want to work as hard as they can to achieve that. I've met some of those people. I know some of them who are here now, and I know some who would like to be here now. So I'm an advocate for having a process by which people can come here legally if that is their dream, if that's what's in their heart, and they want to help build this country the way immigrants have always built this country. as far as cap and trade goes, this is an unmitigated disaster. It is shocking to me that any member of the Pennsylvania delegation would ever vote for a bill like this, and yet Joe Sestak and Arlen Specter are both all for it. The fact is, this is a massive government regulation, control, and tax on the very use of energy. It's designed by President Obama's own admission. He said that if this is passed, it will drive electricity rates through the roof. That's the idea. At least he admitted it at that moment. But that would be devastating to our economy. It would be absolutely devastating to job growth, and for what? This is a disaster. In fact, what we ought to be doing instead is exploring and developing and pursuing the tremendous energy opportunities we have, not just in America, but right here in Pennsylvania. I believe that the natural gas in the Marcellus Shale is the biggest economic opportunity for rural Pennsylvania generally in 100 years. It's a game changer for a lot of communities, not so much here in the Lehigh Valley, but in other communities that I travel to repeatedly, many of whom have seen tough times for a long time. They haven't seen too much promising prospect, but there is. There's a prospect of natural gas that's under the ground. And you can't outsource the job of digging it out of the ground. And it means jobs in Pennsylvania, and it means a new supply of natural gas. It means lower costs for consumers. That's what we ought to be pursuing. Thank you very much.
We decided to forego any closing comments, so your candidates for the United States Senate, Democrat Joe Mayorga, Republican Ted Hudson, and Republican Pat Toomey. So another round of applause for coming here tonight. We have two other Democrats who decided they weren't important enough